Oh, that's actually good. I've been wanting to try those.
Yeah.
And I want to introduce my guest. You guys have seen Hannah before. I know.
What? Like,
it's just very faint because the sun and the lighting and all that. Ooh, we have viewers. Yay. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. This is Nikki.
hello.
And this is Hannah. So, like I always like to say, chopping it up with who? Chopping it up with you. Chopping it up
my headphones, and I don't
with
want to
me.
because I don't want to risk adjusting them with the precious cargo in my arms.
Chopping it up on 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Wait. Yay! And this is the first time using this equipment, so I'm really excited. And we're at a park, so we just wanted to show you guys how it is to be a mom and what we go through in the entertainment industry. So who would like to go first of what you do?
I sing. I record music and perform. And I'm also a bartender by day.
Yes. Like, because most of the time, I feel like most people have to have an actual job in the entertainment industry, not just like being in the entertainment industry, because it's kind of like what I like to call it, like more not just an investment, but like it's like an internship.
Where's my?
Like you have to work on
Oh, I see her. Thank you.
stuff and like gain money other ways in order to be able to, you know, get what you need. Like I didn't just make money off of podcasting. I had to make money. Luckily, my husband supports me, but that's not the case. Or have someone who supports you, right? Sugar daddy, whatever. And, you know, you have to pay for these things before you can actually start making revenue from those things.
Oh my! Stop it right now.
Right? This is what I like, too. I'm like, I wanted it to be raw. We're at a park showing how we're moms.
I know you
hear the
asked.
kids
I like
screaming.
literally. I was busy with the kids. I opened that Snapchat. You want to do a podcast? I'm like, hot mess. Kids are driving. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, we'll go to the park.
Your glasses had your glasses took your foundation. But okay, so Hannah, what is it that you do? And I guess you could speak in code too. It's whatever you are comfortable with.
You really put me on the spot here.
Nikki went first.
I do a lot of things. I mean, I help with some of the stuff they do, like I'm also a spicy accountant or spicy gymnast or whatever you want to call
Whatever
it.
you wanna
I
call
don't
it.
identify as that, but that's
Spicy
how I
entertainer.
pay some of my bills sometimes.
Spicy accountant.
I like spicy gymnast.
There you go. I like that.
Spicy gymnast. Like
Spicy Chapis.
TikTok will call it like spicy accountant, but I was like, I still have an accountant though. Like I'm not like spicy gymnast makes more sense.
And now you change your hair and it fits.
I know, I'm still
love
getting
it.
used to it. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, who is? Oh, it's me.
I mean, it kind of feels like that too. And I feel like as being moms too, it's kind of nice to switch it up a little bit, like do something for us to make us feel good and like confident. Cause
Yeah, but I didn't even get that. Because I went to my hair appointment the other day. It was like a day or two ago. Anyway, and my dad was supposed to be watching, or my dad was supposed to pick the kids up from school. Like, I had this planned, like, a month in advance, and then, like, everybody leading up to it, I was like, so you guys know, like, I need from this time to this time, and everything's fine. I was like, haven't had my hair done in, like, 2 years. Like, super excited. This is my day, right? My hairstylist is, like, also one of my really good friends. So I'm like, got this. My dad is, like, annoying me all day, blowing up my phone. Just like, when are you going to be back? When are you going to be back? Like, my hour 2, and my hair took, like, too many hours, 8 hours.
Right. And I mean, that's how it is too, because it's like those times that we have to find for us, it's still interrupted in a way by the kids, and even not even just the kids.
My kids called me
like,
to ask if they could have ice cream. And I'm like, there's
oh
another.
my gosh!
There's another grown up there. Like,
My kids do that too.
Can I just get my hair done once? Mom, can I have ice cream? Ask Papa. Like, where is Papa? Where is the grown up in the room?
No, for real. Oh my goodness. That's how, I mean, she said, yeah. She's like, I'm going to be calling
This
mom
is hard.
too.
I didn't even think about how hard it would be to stay focused on a podcast while I'm like trying to watch.
I know,
Gosh,
right?
goblins run around, and I keep getting distracted by like the cutest little viewing person in my life.
But that's what I like. I mean, that's also what I intended to, because I'm like, it's going to show like these people. Okay, so like one topic is like, how do you guys feel whenever somebody is like pop up to my shows, and it's like.
It's like that. Yeah.
Tell them.
I mean, like, and especially, like, before having her, it was a little bit easier to make it to some stuff or whatever, but now, like, having a 5-month-old baby, it's a lot harder to get out and go to things and stuff, and, like, I mean, I feel like my people and friends and other people in this understand that, like, hey, Nikkie's probably not gonna make it.
Like, I think it's too when they're older.
But also, don't you hate when it gets to that point where it's like sometimes you'll stop getting the invites altogether, but it's like your baby's not gonna be a baby forever,
right?
Or it's like invite me still, even though, like, but don't be mad at me if I can't make it.
Yeah, exactly.
That part. And I think
want to be considered.
Well, and that's like that. Like, so after I had her, I made it a point to, like, make sure I hopped on a couple of performances right away, because I'm like, I didn't want people to forget that I'm still planning on doing this. Like, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, I just popped the baby out, but
like you have a kid, and then now that's your job as being a mom. Like, whatever you're doing, you are no longer who you were. Like, you're just.
Yeah. So I made it a point to be like, no, like, come see me. Yeah, I just had a baby, but here I am. We're out and about and doing things.
I'm hopping in and I'm hopping out. Like, understand, please. No, like, that's my thing too. Or sometimes the financial, like, because, you know, we got to pay for our bills. Because it's like, if we were single with no kids, then, because that's what I say, single. Because I'm like, yeah, like, even if you have, like, a man or whatever, I'm like, oh, we're not technically single still with kids.
Right.
And it's like, so it's like when you do have kids, you still got to put the light over, you know, the freaking roof over the heads and stuff. So it's even more scary that you have to pay your bills, because it's not just us. Like, maybe if we were just by ourselves, then we wouldn't be so scared to, like, have our light shut off.
Right.
But you gotta have to keep these kids warm. So
I think
it's
just
like,
so, like, for me at least, it's like the lack of the understanding for the inability for the last minute things. Like, if you let me know ahead of time, or, like, if you let me, like, if you're just sending me a flyer, like, come to the show, like, and, like, if you want me there, like, if that's something important, like, it's important to you, like, that I'm there, I'll make a note to be there. But if you let me know, like, as the show is starting, you're just, like, snap messaging me a flyer, I'm probably not gonna be able to make it.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
because
it takes a whole planning and everything.
Like, or, like, I might be able to make it, but I might not be able to make it. Like, even if it is, like, you give me advance notice, I might not be able to make it at the beginning of it. Like, I like to kiss my babies goodnight. So, like, I'm not gonna leave until after they go to bed. Like,
right.
Or, like, I'll try and, like, if I get off early or whatever, like, it's a night that I'm bartending, and it's that's the other thing is, like, for me as a bartender, my most lucrative nights are Fridays and Saturdays.
That's what's so hard.
So for me, if
same with a spicy gym,
I'm not gonna be if I'm not
over there.
Yeah, if I'm off, then it's probably for a reason. Like, I already requested this night off or something.
Yeah.
But
And then people not appreciating when you do, like, so it's like, if you work, so you understand being like a bartender, if you are already, you would have sacrificed that night with your children for the money, but then it's like, if you're at an event, you've now sacrificed money and time with your kids. So it's like, appreciate that. Like, appreciate that.
Yep.
So that's where I go to. It's like being someone who does what you do, maybe not the same line, but we do a lot of the same things. Like, we kind of have to make it like a work and enjoy type of thing, so that way we could feel more satisfied as a mom. Like, make it feel like, okay, I'm not actually sacrificing nothing for my kids just for me to go have fun, but I'm actually working too. So it kind of helps, like if you guys, advice for people who do invite us out to things, like, make us, like, give us a purpose of being there, like, which, I mean, supporting is a good purpose. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but give us a little something else to give us an excuse to find somebody with the, to take care of the kids. Or, like, me, I have to tell my husband, he's like, okay, what are you gonna do there? And I have to add on things so it is more reasonable, unless it is like a closer, like,
but
a closer
I feel like we
friend.
shouldn't have to do that, though.
That's
Like,
what
I feel like because I feel like I have to do that sometimes when I have, like, my dad or, like, family members watch the kids. Like, I feel like I can't ask my dad to watch my children just to go out, like, just to do something, like, just
you
for
have
me.
to justify
like, I have
every
to
single
justify
thing
what
that
I'm
you're
doing, and I don't think we should have to do that, because it's like getting to go to the grocery store without the kids is not a treat.
Right.
That's not time away. That's not a break. Like,
even though it is nice.
I mean, it's nice, but that's not, like, you know, watching the kids so I can work, that's great. That's appreciated. But somewhere in there, like, we still need, we need nights where we don't have an excuse. Like, which is like, hey, like, I am somebody outside of being a mom, and I should get some time to be.
But honestly, for me, it's more personal. Like, I want to feel like I'm doing something else, like productive, I guess.
Yeah, like make it sound worth leaving my kids because they're my favorite people.
That part, like, because also like they're getting older, so they kind of ask me like, okay, what you gonna do? And it's like, damn, you're worse than your dad. Right. But at the same time, I remember being young.
I don't want to like eat this on camera.
No, do it. Just turn it. But like, I remember being that age. Oh yeah, because it's nice and windy. Yeah, I like it. I like the wind.
I have time to mentally prepare for this podcast.
Although, I mean, like, it's a little bit different, like, in my household, because Terry's the one that stays home with the girls, like, while at work and everything. So, like you said, I feel like it's got to be, like, I'm making it a point on what it is that I'm leaving the house for, because I'm already away so much because I work so much. Yeah. Like, when I first came back... when I first came back after having her to working, it was like I was working like 15 days in a row or 9 days in a row, and it was like, oh my god.
Like, I feel like it's the self-guilt. Like, that's what it is for me too, because like you said, my husband's the one that stays with the kids, so like whenever he gets invited somewhere, I will literally be like, I'll call off what I'm doing so that he can go with his friends, since he's been doing it so much for me. And I was like, well, I've been needing to be with the kids anyways. I mean, lately I haven't, because I'm like getting bigger. I don't want to be out anymore. I'm like, and if I'm not with Hannah, I'm literally not going nowhere.
She's turning me down now, you guys. Like, I begged her. I asked her like a day in advance to go out with me, and I was like, I'll pick you up. I will bring snacks. Like, we will go one place. We'll find a nice corner with a nice place to sit. Like, I'm like, I'm so excited. And she's like, yeah, like, I'm up to it. And then she starts like easing me into it. She goes, well, just, you know, I'm getting kind of tired. I said, no, you're not. Like, I'm giving her like all the positive benefits of like friendship.
No, for real.
She's like, I really just don't think it's gonna work. I was like,
she was literally luring me in, but I was like, that's like, I feel so bad too, like, because I've had to do that, and it's just, I don't know, I'm just in that mood.
You have to. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna pressure you. Like, I was like, it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Like, she's like, well, damn it, the baby.
She's like, I would have came. You should just ask me.
Take me with you. She's laughing.
That's another thing that I've been trying to do too, is like, I really appreciate the performances that I get to do where kids are allowed. Like, I'm at Pride again this year, and like my oldest Sway, she's super jazzed anytime she can make it to any of my performances. Aww. It's gotten to the point now where I'm like, oh, I have a performance tonight, and she gets super bummed if it's one that she can't be at.
That man hanging around my daughter is literally your husband. I was like, who is that man? Like, watching my daughter.
I know, he was so sweet. He's like, so I'm gonna watch all their kids, and I was like, okay, let's go closer so it's not that hard. But he's just like,
in charge of like 20.
No, I love that, because like, I didn't realize at first. I didn't even notice because he's got a hat on right now, and so I was like, just in the back, I'm like, who is this man?
He looks
like,
different.
Following my daughter around, and I'm like, okay, no, she's fine now.
No, for real. That's what I was telling somebody at the park yesterday, I think. And a kid said, Mom, and I turned, right? And I was like, oh, shoot, I thought that was one of my kids. They're like, I know. It's like when you're at the park, somebody says, Mom, everybody turns. I was like, for real. It's like, even though I don't like being responsible of other people's kids, I can't help it but to, you know, turn. It's like, these are all my kids at this point. But sometimes I'm like, there was a little girl here earlier, and she was like, where am I going to eat? And we're all looking at her like, who do you belong to? Her brothers had to bring her over there. They're like, do you know these people? She's like, yes.
And these days you have to be really careful. I feel like you used to, like, I feel like at least when I was a kid, like, it was more common to, like, just give a rant. I'm saying like a lot today. But, like, yeah, damn it. But share snacks or like get a snack from the neighbors. I feel like these days people are a lot more conscious and are a lot more careful. Where like, I mean, I'm not gonna give somebody's kid food. I don't know what their kid eats. I don't know if they're allergic to something. Allergies. It's not like I'm not wanting to share, but it's you could be allergic to strawberries for all I know, and I don't know who you belong to.
Zio was telling me he made a friend, and he told the kid to come eat, and I go, Zio, I meant for all our kids, not everybody.
Not everybody in the park.
I know. The way grocery prices are right now.
She's like, he understood the assignment too well.
He's like, come on, you guys.
But But like you said too, like grocery prices, like yes, I might have food stamps, but they don't last that long these days. Like the food stamps ain't like equaling out
Or the way
to
these kids
the
eat, like they like just
to the
like
prices.
like the weekends versus the school day. Like they'll just
Yeah.
eat all.
Right,
Like, I
and
know
it's
you
summer.
don't eat
It's
this.
summer now.
I know, like for
For
summer, I'm like, this is
real.
insane. Like just because school is out does not mean you need to be eating from the time you wake up to the time you
Dude,
fall asleep.
no,
Like by
that's
all
true.
means, like you're gonna get 3 meals, you're gonna get your snacks, but you don't need a constant steady flow. Like I will buy snacks, they'll be gone in like
Yeah.
Asher ate 24 yogurts in 2 days. 2 days.
No,
Like,
dude.
and then wants to complain that all the good snacks are gone.
Yeah.
Ration them out a little bit. Like, I can't,
then if we
I can't
try
have
to
the
do
yogurt
it-
in the pantry, it will go bad.
You're right. And it's like, and when we try to ration them out, now we're having a bad day because now that's all they want. And it's like, well, now I can't like disprove because I'm one of those where like from like babysitters, my mom like forced us to eat, right? And so it's like I never want to force my kids to eat. So it's like when they're hungry now, I'm like that's all they want to eat. So now I'm like,
That's such a slippery slope because I do the same thing where like I won't force them to finish their plate or if they're not hungry, like they don't have to eat it. But like my oldest really took advantage of that where he would just not eat his dinner and he'd just want to live on like a steady flow of snacks. So now I do this thing where if you don't want to eat your dinner, that's fine, but your dinner is gonna like go on the counter or go in the fridge.
Yeah.
And when you're hungry, like you're gonna eat that food. If you
Yeah.
genuinely don't like it, like you don't have to eat it or I'll make you an alternative like food. But you can't just live off of chips and granola bars and fruit snacks. Like you can't just like that's not
So asked me for 95 donuts in one day, and I'm like, look,
oh shoot.
donuts are great. They're great, but like, that's a lot of donuts. No.
But like your tummy.
Speaking of donuts, the other day, so last week, what was I doing? I think I just went downstairs to literally like go to the bathroom, and Melina and I had been sitting in the living room just like watching TV, and I get back upstairs and I noticed the baby gates were open, and I thought to myself like, did I leave those open? I was more surprised that she hadn't run downstairs. Like she didn't follow me to the bathroom. And I had like a kind of a proud mommy moment. I was like, she's sitting so nice, like she was so quiet, you know, like she's just like she didn't get into anything. And then I see it. She opened the baby gate herself. She went into the kitchen. She grabbed an entire bag of powdered donuts, and then she sat back down. The reason she was so quiet
my
is because she finished the bag of powdered donuts. I see her just powder.
Oh my
just
goodness.
powder. She goes, donuts. She goes, tasty.
She felt so accomplished.
Got us out. Like that's why she
She's
wasn't
so
bothering
cute.
me. Like that's. What do you need, sweetheart?
We're talking about you.
She probably knew it. I was like, don't let her find out. There's a camera over here. She won't ever leave
Oh.
us alone.
Thanks, babe.
Hey, sweetheart. Do you want to?
See, guys, this is it here, man. A little bit of how it is to be, I mean, just moms too, not only in the entertainment industry, but what it is in the entertainment industry is having to like balance our time. I think that's what it is. And like, I think I was talking to you about like how it's easier for fathers, definitely.
Oh yeah, to be able to just being able to break away
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Like not just in the entertainment industry, but definitely like their flexibility. Definitely, I feel like in the entertainment industry they have like more of a one up than we do.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because of our
'cause, like,
nature.
yeah, well, and like, I mean, look at it all back through time and everything. Like the dad's the one that left. Dad's the ones that go to work and leave the kids, and the mom at home and whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like my dynamic is so different. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I appreciate Terry so much for
That's
all
my
of
dad's
that.
name, so it keeps like throwing me off. 'Cause I'm like,
You
Terry.
know, I didn't realize how many Terrys there were until I
Yeah.
started dating a Terry, and I'm like, man,
I know.
Terry over there.
That is true. That is true. Like once you start dating or like have a friend that has like a name, and then it's like you hear that name like constantly.
It's like when you buy a new car, you don't realize how many of those cars are out
No,
there
for
until
real.
you got the car, and then you're like, dang.
Damn, that's the same one as me. I want to change. I don't like being the same. Like hence why I changed my hair. I don't like being the same as
Right?
other people.
This is the first time, and I don't know how long, that I have my natural hair color.
That's what I just did. Like
haven't
my
re-
roots, they like
I haven't
she matched it
recolored
to like
yet.
my natural. At
I
the
love
top.
that.
It's the first time in
The
probably
amount
like,
of gray hair
I
on
don't
my
know.
head right now is
I love gray
unnecessary.
hair. That's why I like my hair platinum because I'm like when I get old, it's never gonna look different. It's just gonna look the same because I'm gonna always have gray hair. I thought this since I was 15. And like,
That's been your plan.
yeah, that's been my plan for like the get-go. And now I've just let it get a little dark.
The gecko.
The get-go.
Oh, get-go. I was like, gecko?
Oh,
Guys,
is that
like,
what it
gecko? Are
said?
we getting like a quote? Like, I'm
From
confused.
the gecko.
Gecko?
Isn't
I
that
was like, I was
gecko?
like, what does the gecko have to do with this?
I'm 29 years old and I just found out it's the get-go.
You legit
I
thought it was
a
gecko? Oh my god.
Wait, that was, I didn't hear that wrong. You really thought it was,
I said it.
that's so, I thought I misheard her. Like, I thought it, like, I just misheard her. And she's like, no, I really thought it was gecko.
Watch, when we replay this live, you're gonna be like, she was serious.
Wait.
When I said it, I looked at you like, what?
I love that you,
You said it with all the confidence.
I love
too,
that you
yeah.
like admitted it though or owned it, because I would have just been like, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, and then I would have went home and like Googled it and been like, oh my god, this whole time. But I would have.
Talking about like admitting it and like, you know, effing it up. The kids, I swear, be the ones to always call me out on everything I say wrong. I'll be like, yeah, the cabinet. Mom, that's not the cabinet. That's the shelf. Well, damn, you know what I meant, right?
That like my thing. They can call me out all they want, but I don't understand half the things they're saying these days. I feel like they come home from school with a new word
They
all the
do.
time.
That's
They're
how
like,
you know we
the
get
names
old.
of dances and different stuff, and I'm
It's
like,
like,
they're
dang.
like, my kids really.
I don't even know what that word
My
means
oldest
anymore.
was like, I taught Melina the gritty. I was like, the what? What the? What's a gritty? Like I don't like. I'm like out. Like I'm like right. Like I'm confused.
It's
What
like, is it
she
a
okay?
grinder? Like,
Is she okay?
the one that the kids be saying a lot now is yacht. For
What do they
like,
say?
Yacht. Yeah, see, she
G-Y-A-T.
just corrected me. See? Yeah, GYATT. Yeah. And now they say it differently. Now they say giyat just to be
What
funny,
happened
and that
to
means
your
booty.
forehead?
Oh, she got dirt or fell.
Did you bump your head?
She's like, where?
What happened?
Oh, she did hit her
There's
head.
glitter. I can't. Tell.
It's like
There's
one
glitter.
I can't. Tell. Are you okay, baby? Are you okay?
It's because they're all at the park. They won't cry until later.
She still has it. She has a cat scratch from like. Probably, I don't even know
Oh,
how
the
many
one that
weeks.
she's like,
How many weeks
I
ago
hate the
now?
cat.
And every
It
day,
was so cute.
every day she's like every day at school she tells her teachers, and every night before bed she just reminds us all that she hates the cat and that she
That's
hit
so-
the cat after it scratched her. She goes, I hate it, I hit it.
That was such
Like
a
I'm like
like.
okay, okay.
I guess not funny because she got hurt, but if you're a mom, you're like.
It
you
definitely
understand.
wasn't funny, like at all, and it scratched her face and her arm.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny at all, but her reaction
That's
to
what- yeah,
had
that's
happened
what it was.
hilarious because she was. I mean, she cried like she was scared, but she was more like pissed off. I mean, she
Yeah.
threw hands like at this cat, and that.
Sway's so
Well,
dramatic.
that's why it scratched her twice.
She
Like
is
They're
dramatic.
girls.
she
They're
went to give it a
girls.
hug, and then it scratched her. And when it scratched her, I mean, she fought back.
Yeah.
And that's how she got the second one. I mean, obviously I grabbed her. I mean, at that point.
Yeah.
But, like,
She was like, oh hell no.
but then she wanted to tell everybody about it. She's like, I hit the cat. I hate it. I hit it, and I hate it. And I'm like, hate.
Yeah, because like I
word,
asked her, I was like,
but,
okay,
like-
let's find out what she's really saying. And I go, you hit the cat? She goes, no. And I go, you hate the cat? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like-
hate the cat. We're like,
Because at first I thought maybe
Whoa.
she just meant hit the cat. Because like when she first started speaking, we thought she was saying shit for like 3 months, but she was trying to tell the dog to sit.
oh.
Like, so I thought maybe it was another one of
That's
those.
so
No,
cute.
she hates the cat, and she will clarify. Like she's like, yes, I hate cat.
Sway will still call
That's so
music
cute.
musgit.
Some of that though, once it goes away, I feel like is so
I know.
sad.
She's starting to say music, like say the word correctly now,
Ash-
and I'm like, I kind of liked it when you said
Right?
it wrong.
Asher used to say,
That's so true.
God, what was it? Lello instead of yellow. It was Lello.
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah,
never forget the
Lello.
day like he came home from like his first day like kindergarten saying yellow, right? And I was like, you're never going back. Like,
Or she'll say like instead of without me, she says without.
Aww.
I like how they say names. Like Melina can't say Lincoln, so it's Inkin.
Oh
Inkin.
yeah.
Inkin.
I just realized you have a gem that looks cute.
Yeah, that whole tooth used to be iced out, and this is the only one that's
Oh
left.
shoot, that's so cool.
Because you're supposed to treat them like.
ADHD.
Well, no, you're
Squirrel.
Facts.
Well, you're supposed to
Dude,
treat them like
I've been-
braces, but I eat what I want.
Yeah, I used to think that too. Like when I was younger, I used to think I wanted braces, but I've always had really straight teeth, and I'm like, well, damn, I'm never gonna get braces.
I had a fat gap
We have
between my teeth. growing up.
Juice boxes.
I thought I was gonna need braces,
want me to get it
and then all of a
There's
sudden they
water
just
and
all
there's
grew
juice
together,
boxes
and I
right
didn't
there
need to
in
get
our
them, and I was
beds
like, sweet.
Oh, that is
But
nice.
I used to be able to fit a popsicle stick between my 2 front teeth. I was like, damn, that's wild.
I didn't even have my
That's a good
headphones
one.
and I couldn't even hear. All I heard was I could fit a popsicle stick, and I missed the rest of it. And I was like, wait, what? She could fit a popsicle stick where?
What'd she say? Me too, no? Mom talks.
Trying to juggle like.
And see, I love having mom friends. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that's how me and Hannah got close
Yeah.
because we have kids that are the same age, and it's like some of my old like other friends. Well, I wouldn't say older. Some of my other friends had kids like older or not too young. Yeah, mainly older. Like don't have friends at all, and it's like that's why we don't hang out.
Do you need help?
To be honest. And it's like I find myself hanging out with people more that we have when we both have kids. Because then we can just bring our kids.
Right?
It's also nice because then, like,
Well, they
I mean, because
entertain each other.
you want to
Yeah.
do things that the kids can go to. Like, it's not that I don't love my friends that only ever want to go out, but I'm gonna go to the farmer's market too.
Right.
Like, I want to, like, can we do
Yeah.
things? And can we do those things? Or, like, I've had friends that want to go do those things, but without the kids. I was like, I'm simply just not gonna do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially because my days
Like-
off are so few and far between that it's like
Right.
I want to I have looked up all of the different fun stuff to do throughout the summer and like Mary and all the cool
Yeah,
stuff. Like
same.
I had
Mhm.
barely like a half a day off or whatever before I had to go into work in the evening, and they had like a kite festival out there or whatever, and it was so cool. We were only there out in Marion.
Squirrel.
Yeah, it was just cool to just take her over to that, even for like we were only there for like an hour and a half,
No GMO.
but to just get
Right,
out
no
somewhere. and
GMO.
be
no way that
somewhere.
naturally.
That looks like a yacht right there.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
I'm trying. A yacht.
I don't think Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Can you use that in a spell it out?
Can I get the origin?
Yeah, it means butt.
Does it really?
Yeah, it means butt.
What is it? Are you saying it?
Just booty.
Yeah!
Just booty.
That's what my brother always says.
Can we talk about the fact that Sway is holding up like 5 children to get up the
Oh
one
my
step?
gosh, that is so funny. Oh my goodness. And see, this park is actually
I
really
keep watching
pretty.
them all go down the slide
This
at
is
the
a super
same
cool
time, and it's like.
Because it looks really dangerous, but it's also like the way that they built
Well, did
it.
you walk across it?
It's so smooth.
It
Yeah,
looks like you go to
it's
take a step,
squishy.
it's like marshmallows.
yeah. Like
I
I'll
know
walk
those steps
on there.
right there give me anxiety. But I'm like,
They do, but it's like the way they made it, like the science between it, what is it? Not geography. That's math. I'm 29.
I'm
It's
just
been
glad I'm
like
not the
years.
only one whose brain is fried today.
Since I
Like
went to school.
I agreed to do this when I still had like. Do you ever agree to do something when you still have like?
Yes.
You might have like something caffeinated in your hand,
That's
like you're
what
having
I
a
did
nice,
the other day.
a nice brief. Yeah, right when you told me we were gonna go out.
I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
So this morning she caught me in one of those nice moments where the kids are all getting along, like I'm caffeinated, medicated, like we're good, right? And then like it gets pushing close to 6 o'clock, and I'm just like, God. Damn it! Like, what? I was like, I gotta let you know I'm grumpy right now. I'll be there. I'll be late and I'm
I
grumpy, but I'll be
appreciate
there.
Right. I'm always. I mean, I think it's
You
just
can hear
something
my
that people
kids
need to know
screaming in the
about me is
background.
that I will be there, but I will be late.
I will be.
I
late.
will be
I
late. See, I'm the opposite.
Or just
I'm
like tell me
early.
like, hey, we're gonna meet at 5 o'clock when you want me to be there by 6.
That's what I always
Like,
say.
yeah.
Like,
You should have told me.
And especially
Unless you
especially
stress
if
it, like,
Terry is involved, you have to tell me ahead of time. Like
Yeah.
unless it's
couple
something
hours,
like
'cause
really
he is a
important,
delayed
I
man.
really will be there. Like I feel like I say that too, but I feel like I do have to clarify. If it's something like really important or like work related or like opportunity, or like I will be there on time.
Right.
But if it's
Yeah.
something that's like pretty like I'm gonna match your energy. Like if it's really so let me know if you really truly need me there and if you're gonna be mad if I'm not.
See,
there.
that's why I book. Well, no, I guess I don't. Like the podcast, I'll book it at one time and then I'll be there earlier so I could set up. So when you get here, we're ready to go. But this one was different though because we had kids, so I already knew. I already knew. I'm like, it's all good. We were already out and about.
We
so
would
we're
have
like,
been here on time, but Melina decided to throw a giant. She has this scream that could seriously like
crack windows if we were
Oh,
on
I mean,
TV show.
it's literally that whatever you want,
Yeah.
whatever you want, scream. It's whatever you want,
Aw.
whatever you want, whatever you want. And she was just doing that nonstop.
Is
So
that her? No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
Probably.
Probably mine too.
That one?
But then we drove to the wrong park because I neglected to read every message that you sent me. So
Yeah.
I missed the part where you updated me on the change of location.
I was like, I swear I told you, but it's
And then
okay.
I still couldn't find it. So I'm literally right over there. Like I was here. I was at the right spot. I'm just huffing and puffing. I'm like,
Right.
kids are screaming in the back.
No, because like that's how it is sometimes, guys. Like that's like what she was saying. Like sometimes after our day is gone, we're not even just tired, but we're mentally like tired because
Oh,
we're
yeah, the
overwhelmed,
overstimulation.
Yeah, so that's where I was like, it's not even that I was tired. Well, 'cause
over everything.
I'll be so overstimulated that something that's really not that hard to do, like going to the park, is difficult
It's a
because
lot.
I couldn't even think straight. That was the thing. I was trying to like figure out where we were going, and each child, I have 3, so each child is asking me different questions. Like they're each individually trying to have their own conversation with me while I'm trying to drive us. Like,
Yeah.
and Melina was like, Mom!
Because then
Well,
it
and
feels
like working
like,
jobs where like you're so interactive with the public or whatever. Like for me, bartending and
have to make face.
talking and all of the I mean, especially Friday, Saturday nights, it's loud as all get out. And
Yeah.
or if some stupid happens where there's fights
That's
in the
true.
bar or whatever,
It
that
happens
by the
with
time I get home,
Spicy
I'm
Goodness,
like,
too.
I'm fried.
Yeah.
I
Like, you
can't
have to
even.
be really
I don't even
alert.
like
Or
listening
that's
to
where, like,
music
do you ever
while
like
closing.
sometimes you like do you ever like where you do decide to actually go out after you've worked and after you've
Yeah.
spent time with the kids and you're just kind of quiet, which is like that's not my normal personality. Like I don't
Right.
anybody that knows me knows I hardly shut up. But there are moments. There
love
are
that about
moments
you,
where I
though.
might pop out and I didn't plan on it, or where I am spent. Like
Right.
I've got
Yeah.
nothing, and I'm gonna be quiet. It's like It's like I'm still trying to be supportive, and I do want to be there, but I work a job that uses a lot of my social battery. I have 3
Yeah.
children, where it's like I just don't. Well, I want to listen to you talk. Like I want to just. I want
Yeah.
to like.
Yeah.
I want to observe. I just want to sit, and I want to not. I don't want anyone to need me right now.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like I don't want to have to. I just want to sit. I want to watch. I want to chill.
That's so
Like-
true. I have found myself in those predicaments a lot more lately. And I think it's because I'm pregnant. I'm way more overstimulated
Right.
lately. And it's like the last show that I went to in Galesburg, I literally just did my interviews, go sit down. Did my interview, go sit down. I didn't get up. I didn't one thing too, I can't be jumping around like I used to, but like,
Right.
even before being pregnant, I was starting to get there just because, like you guys said, like, you have to make face, and that people don't realize how tiring that is on top of being a mom.
Right. Well, and on top of being pregnant, like
I
I
just-
remember
I just-
trying to go out to stuff and still like make appearances and stuff while pregnant, and I was like, this is great, guys.
I just wish people wouldn't
I
take
am
it
taking
so
that.
personally, because like
Yeah.
it's like then like because you just like the kids
Right.
are so unpredictable that you just don't know. Like don't ever hold it against me that maybe I made it to a show for somebody that I don't really know, or I don't because I just
Yeah.
happen to be free.
Right.
And I
Right.
might have missed somebody's show that I genuinely care about or genuinely support
Yeah.
because
Right.
of infinite amount of reasons.
Right,
And it's
yeah.
like it's not personal. Like
Right.
it could have been sick. Could have
It's
been tired.
literally
it could've been-
almost
I could have
it's
fallen asleep
like by
in the process
chance
of getting
of
ready
whether or
because
not
I
you
simply
make it.
just
Yeah,
didn't have any energy
literally.
left.
Yeah.
It is. I would say that too. It's literally by chance because, like, one thing I say is like
Something
I-
might line up. It might not line up.
yeah, like I go
Yeah.
off my kid's schedule. Like me, I hate being limited. I hate being like on somebody else's time. But my kids' time, I will always be on because it's not their fault, you know. And it's like you want to be there, especially if you want to be a present parent. You want to be there, so you will take their time over anybody else's time. And that also counts like who else can take care of them.
Yeah,
in
that
order
part.
if you're
Everyone's like, why don't you
free.
just get a sitter? I was like, well, it's not as
Not
easy as just like you can't like supposed to
See ya.
Craigslist it. Like I don't know these people.
Right.
Anybody can put anything on paper. This woman's like anybody
my
could tell
gosh.
me they're an amazing person and a great person, but it's like I don't know you.
Or even people that you know. Sometimes you don't really know them until like something
Right.
happens.
I have a really hard
Like with
time letting
Sway, we
anybody
didn't.
besides family watch my kids because it's
Yeah.
like I know that like if the house were burning down, my dad is gonna run inside that building and he's gonna go get those kids.
Right.
Is it like a 16-year-old paid babysitter gonna do that?
No.
No, they're
Right.
not.
Right.
No, they're there for the money, not like they're
Exactly.
like so I get
They're gonna
really
be on their
nervous.
phone the whole time. Like there's different like if they prioritize the way that you prioritize your kids.
But the really good babysitters are really expensive at that point. You're like, I'm just gonna stay home.
Yeah, no, for real. Like that's why I stay home and I say my husband supports me because it's like I would be paying a lot of childcare. And
That's why Terry stays home with the girls.
Yeah.
I mean, like I make good money as a bartender. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
Well, that's where like people will hate on me for what I choose, like what I do for a living. But that's the other thing. I've had grown-up jobs. Like I've been a property manager.
Yeah.
Like I went to school for business and marketing. Like I've done the grown-up job thing. The problem was like when I was a property manager, I was working over full-time hours while being a single, like, and I'm not just a single parent, I'm a solo parent. Like, I am mom and dad to my daughter, and my boys are with me all through most of the year, and then they go with their dad for 6 weeks in the summer. So doing, like, all of the work that comes with just being a parent to those children, like, to my children, then there's, like, literally strawberry in my teeth. I can feel it, but I can't see it, and that makes me... Okay, I got it. Okay. But
like,
then having a full-time job on top of that, like, there was no balance there. There was no way. Like, I was always working, and if it's like if I did take time for the kids, then I was behind at work. It just wasn't feasible. Like, if I had a man, maybe, but like there wasn't a way for me to be present and be the mom my kids needed and work that job because I had quit dancing like a really long time ago. And I'm like, I thought you were gonna go back. Well, you know what?
Things happen.
It
Like,
allows me to work
Right.
like 2 nights a week and make far more than I would be making working 5 days out of the week, and I get to spend all of that extra time with my children.
Right. Yeah.
And you have to be like, if you're not partnered, you have to be able to be available when the kids are sick.
Yeah.
When the kids like just
Lincoln
have a
John?
bad day. Theo just
right now. Lincoln John. Lincoln John.
Mom things. Theo just told him to do it because we told the kids. Hannah, that's my fault.
I cannot.
That's my fault because I tell my boys as long as nobody's looking, just go.
Look at me.
Yeah, see?
That was so funny. Oh my god.
And so, like, they're boys, like, I don't know. I'm also, like, one of those moms where it's like, I want to teach my boys differently than a lot of boys were taught in our age. You know what I mean?
What did I miss? I don't.
No, we're just reacting.
Sorry, I'm still just cooling down to the fact I looked up and my kid's just like peeing at a public park.
That's what I'm saying. It's because Theo told them to do it. Mine did it earlier. But, like, one thing I do teach my boys is, like, a lot of, think about, like, back in the days, nobody had clothes, and it wasn't weird. It was normal, right? So it's like I grew up with my mom, like, being open, I guess that's what you could say. And so it's like I want to teach my kids to do that too, because it's like boys will learn what you teach them. I mean, girls too, right? But it's like if I teach my boys that everybody's gonna always be covered up around them, which they're not.
But yeah, like there's a
they're
difference
gonna-
between the backyard and the. I'm not saying like. I'm just saying like the backyard.
I was
like,
on another topic.
the backyard and that's why I asked what topic we changed.
Oh, I was just saying, like, explaining, like, I want to teach my boys to, like, if they don't like something, like, let's say if somebody's breastfeeding. Everywhere. And, like, let's say somebody's breastfeeding or somebody has their boobs out or somebody has their butt out, right? Because we can't change other people, but we can change what we look
reaction,
at. Yeah, our reaction. So, like, it's, like, kind of on the same topic, but it's more like... That's
like
why
you can
we're
not
so
like
open.
something, but you don't have to voice that, or you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't
I mean, like, that's
you don't
like-
have to tell that person.
I don't breastfeed, but I pump. And so I'll be at work and I just, like, I'm working.
Yeah.
Like, I got them in and I'm working. And I mean,
Which is so nice. Now they have the cup ones.
they're so nice. They're so
I wanna
nice.
get
I mean, I
those.
still use my hand pump ones
Yeah.
when I go home or whatever. But when I'm at work, like, the luxury of being able to still go and take a table while pumping, although it sucks having to do, but I have the ability to do that, which is nice. So.
And now I love that, like, people are normalizing a lot more, which is weird. Because it's like we've been breastfeeding for ages, bro. Like, what are they made for?
Like, I'll never forget when I had my first, the one I was just telling not to pee at the park. I went to, like my first family, like, Christmas, like, after he was born. And my aunts and, like, my grandma were offended when I, like, breastfed at the table. They wanted me to go back to the back room. And I was like...
And that's not fun.
So everyone else can eat at the table, but I have to take my food to the coat room with my child, and we have to eat our dinner in privacy.
Right.
I was like, no, we'll leave.
So
like,
when
I'm not. Goodbye.
like I've experienced that too, because like when we were more Christian and like more in the church, I used to do that, and it was so depressing, especially after having a kid. Like you're already depressed with your hormones, and it's like now you have to hide.
But it's also, it's not like
So
I'm
sad.
trying to show you. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like I'm doing it because I want to show you
Right.
my tits. I would
Right.
rather you not look.
How
But
about
it's
like just mind your business?
But it's like, unless you understand how difficult it is to latch and nurse a baby
Right.
under something,
Right.
while
And they're
also
hot.
trying to feed yourself,
Right.
you don't get it
Right.
Like,
Dude,
you know.
they get my freaking crumbs on them. Like,
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like Lincoln wouldn't nurse when he was covered. He literally would
Exactly,
unlatch and start throwing
as
a
you
fit.
should.
So it's like, yeah.
he was making a statement right there. He was like, "No,
I was like,
we
I will
shouldn't
go-
do this,
I was
Mom."
like, I will go eat in the coat room when Aunt Sue goes eats in the coat room.
No,
Okay?
for real.
Otherwise, I'm leaving. Like,
Because it's like why should we have to miss out just because we want to feed our children? That's why now I'm like, I really don't care. Like once I have the baby, I'm literally gonna be on a podcast just feeding my baby. Like, and if people don't like it, okay, then don't watch it. But more likely they're gonna watch it.
Right.
Like they're gonna be like, ooh, titties.
I always just rocked the baby carriers. Like, I got really into that. I don't know if you know what like the Tula carriers are.
Oh, yeah.
But I got
know, I
way
love
too
that
I
you're
love
wearing
these.
her.
This thing is
I-
great.
I had one
love
of those
this.
when they were
It's
like
great.
smaller, but I mean I had a few different kinds, but I always rocked the carrier because I could just pop a titty out.
Yeah.
Like, it,
Oh, that's
you know,
true.
yeah.
It's so
That's
convenient.
so
Like no one
true.
even knows, and that wasn't even what I was worried about. But it's so convenient. Like
It
you
helps,
got a
yeah.
baby's good, baby's hungry, baby's good, baby. It's
Yeah, like,
just
we only
straight
got two
pillow
hands.
and a snack. Like it's
Yeah, I
Right.
feel like I can accomplish so much when I wear this thing because I'm like, oh my god,
Right?
look at all the stuff I can do.
Literally.
And then it's like you level up when you can finally put them on your back. You're like, okay, it's fucking game
Right.
time. You gotta be careful not to knock their head on
That's
anything,
true.
but like,
Right?
Okay, so my phone is about to die, so we're gonna close it here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys all being here in our mom talks, and I know a lot of women will relate, and I know some men will too. I feel like because there are a lot of like single dads out there that know the struggle that we're going through, except for the
Lincoln.
breastfeeding and the actual
Right,
having
right.
of the baby and the pregnancy, but taking care of the kids and their availability and all that stuff. I feel like you guys will be able to relate, but we'll probably be back because being a mother
Just doesn't
won't
stop.
quit.
the weird thing that feels so different about this podcast and the other ones that I've been on with you is it still doesn't even feel like the podcast really started. Like, 'cause the whole, like, do you get what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
I
we're
love
done,
that.
and the whole time I'm still just trying to like head count where
Right,
they're
right.
at.
Yep.
I love that. And shout out to hubby of mine that's helping with the kids since we have to, because the lighting we turned back, but we would have been watching too. But thanks guys for watching, and now I'm gonna mute so I can go over there and get this thing going. Ooh, it sounds so clear when only one mic is on. It's because all the background. Bye.